Chill, except for Brink.
Alright, just give us a countdown, and DJ, you take it from the top.
Alright, well, but before I say anything, I'm just going to make sure.
We're on. We're live.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the HPL YouTube channel here. Today, we are finally back with our college football dynasty, year 2 of doing this. We made it 5 seasons, and we are finally on a new game. Some new faces and some people who have moved to new teams as well. Roster changes are all across the board as well. And we're looking forward to another amazing year here. With our first game of the week, as you see, is going to be a battle between Texas A&M and North Carolina. Brink originally was suspended last year for a custom playbook, but he is back. He is unsuspended, and he is ready to play his first game back. I am DeJuan McMurray alongside Hail State and Electric, and we are about to get this game started here for our first game of the week on College Football 26.
Yeah, man, I'm so excited to be back. I'm pumped. Another season of CFB on the horizon. Finally, we're going to have a very good season. I have a feeling that we are going to enjoy it. Both these guys coming in on new jobs, as like you said, Brink was previously the coach at LSU before the suspension, and Mr. John Anthony was the head coach at App State before swapping over to UNC for this game. So this will be an entertaining game. First game of the week of the season, as Texas A&M does have the overall advantage by quite a bit. So it'll be interesting to see if UNC can try to neutralize them.
We'll see what they do here. First play off the gun. Marcel Reed throws a quick RPO to the big tight end for a gain of 25 to open up the drive for the Aggies. What a start. Already muscling down. But yeah, I mean, lot to see here. As you see Marcel Reed, freshman last year, really running. He's a running quarterback, so we'll see what he can do. Le'Veon Moss gets the carry. He's only going to muscle for 2 yards to make it 2nd down and 8.
RPO to Moss there. That's something that you're going to have to watch out constantly if you're playing Texas A&M. The running back core at A&M this season is a big factor in this offense. Brink also loves to work the RPOs. He loves to get the ball to the tight end. He loves to cause some misdirection. But that's a good job by UNC to get in on the stop, force 3rd and long.
Yes, as we see North Carolina. Last time these two played on the football field was in the 2020 Orange Bowl. 3rd down and 9 for the Aggies. Reed, man-to-man coverage across the board. Down the middle, and it's overthrown, incomplete. 4th down now. And Texas A&M will be punting the football away.
Punt team comes out. That actually brings up a good point for us to need to talk about. The new 4th down rules that are in the league. Actually, he could have gone for that if he chose to. You can go for it inside 4th and 5 anywhere on the field. You can go for it inside 4th and 10 on the other team's side of the 50. And I think it is after you get down 2 scores in the second half, you can go for it no matter what. So there are some new 4th down rules. We did have a couple incidents last year on 4th and 30 where teams were getting it, and we had to place a rule to stop that, just to make it more realistic, as UNC is going to get swallowed up on their first play from scrimmage.
2nd down and 12. And let's talk about North Carolina's new quarterback, Gio Lopez, transfer from South Alabama. I think he was a redshirt because it says he's a freshman in this game. So I believe he was a redshirt. Transferred to Carolina, and he will be getting this game started for the Tar Heels.
Yeah, UNC needs to get off of the goal line here. They're dangerously close. You'd like to see some pressure from A&M. Here it comes. A nice throw is going to get a 1st down.
Paysor gets it to the 20-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field.
Okay, I've been told you can go for it in the 4th quarter. Anywhere on the field if you're down 7. Right?
Yes.
Down, just down. Okay, throw to the tight end. That's Johnson.
Quick,
He's gonna dive.
and he
at
just
first.
dives. He just leaps forward without hesitation. Just gets the first down. Just plays it safe.
He was pretty good in last year's game too. I do remember.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. They come out in the I formation. They're gonna hand it off, and he is gonna get stuffed immediately behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, run game is going to be a challenge here for UNC. You're obviously outmatched in the line of scrimmage.
You see, we got a 2nd down and 11 now here. Second down and 11 for North Carolina. You see one tight end lined up back there. Lopez gonna go deep, and it is incomplete. It looked like he caught it, but there was somebody back there in coverage, and it was broken up. 3rd down and long now for Carolina.
Yeah, lucky that one wasn't intercepted. Looked like he had the tight end open on the out route out of the backfield. Didn't see him.
Yep. All right, here we go. They come out in an empty set here, 5 wide, 3rd down and 11. Lopez, back to pass, quick shot, caught. Kobe Paysour rumbling into A&M territory, and he gets it down to the 45-yard line. And that's another transfer. I don't know where he came from, but I know he transferred, so.
The Aggies brought pressure, and that left a couple guys open downfield, and they're able to find one and get this ball across the 50 now.
1st and 10. You see a tight end in the backfield, and he's going to motion. Lopez off play action. He's going to roll to his right, and he throws the comeback route, and it is caught. It was a low throw, but the receiver is able to haul it in, and he gets it down inside the 30.
Yeah, DJ knows all about them comeback routes. But yeah,
Okay.
also something that you did see there, the play cooldown set to 2. That is something else that we are having this year. He can't call that play again for 2 plays. Same with the defense.
We see he hands it off to the running back, and he is going to get 7 yards. Davion Gause. It's 7.
UNC able to get a nice run going there. Mostly been moving this ball through the air so far. The A&M secondary's been picked apart by this young freshman quarterback.
Lopez play action. Throws the slant. Paysour caught inside the 15-yard line. And Carolina has another 1st down, and they've held this rock for almost 4 minutes. It's almost taken up the entirety of the 1st quarter.
This is good clock management here by UNC.
They come out in a bunch set here in single back. They're going to hand it off to the running back, and he's going to get a gain of 5 here to make it 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, this is where your offense kind of gets limited in some way because you don't have the space to make plays downfield at this point, so you've got to find other ways to punch this ball in.
So let's see now. Lopez throws the zig to the tight end, and it is caught for a touchdown. And Carolina gets the first score on the game of the week in college football 26. And the PAT is going to be up and through, as you see 11 plays. So Mr. Williams, with his new team, gives Carolina a 7-0 lead. As we see the kick will be away, and Williams will call for the fair catch in the end zone. And they'll come out to the 25.
The Tar Heels making a statement there on the opening drive, kind of just willing the ball down the field. It seemed like A&M got them to 3rd down a couple times, but just couldn't get them off the field. And see if the offense has any response for that.
Marcel Reed going to set up the halfback screen to Le'Veon Moss. He had a lane where he could cut it inside, but didn't take it. Gets a yard. 2nd down and 9. The quarter's about to come to a close here. And it will. So after one, Carolina, 7-0 here in Chapel Hill. Trying to defend their home to get this year started with a really good win.
Yeah, trying to get the Bill Belichick era here in Carolina started well, if you will. But Like I said in the preview show a couple days ago, I think Brink is playing for more here because you look at the rest of his schedule. So we see the RPO out to the wide receiver. He's going to get a gain of 4. It does not get easier from here. He's got Oregon next week coming off of a win against Kansas, as there's Mario Craver, the Mississippi State transfer. And then obviously the SEC schedule stacked against him, so he needs a win here bad to start the season off right.
Let me see, 3rd down and 5. He hits his tight end, Amari Nyblack, and he rumbles into Carolina territory. And that's another transfer. Started his playing career at Alabama, then he transferred to Texas, and here he is at Texas A&M. Goes for a good game to the 47.
I'm sure that kid's made a lot of friends along the way.
We see he will hand it to Moss, and he will get a yard on the carry. 2nd down and 9. So we see he's only had 3 yards rushing.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a
So we see 2nd down and 9. They're going to come out with 3 receivers on the right side of the field.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter.
2nd and 9. He will hand it off to Moss. And he will get 2 yards right there to make it 3rd and 7.
Like another RPO there, but the Carolina front 7 right now doing a great job at keeping Moss down short, not letting him break away, get long runs, and that's kind of make A&M rely on their quarterback to throw the ball, which he is not the best at.
Yep, 3rd and 7 now for Marcel Reed and the Aggies. You see Moss will motion. He will throw it. It is caught by Nyblack in double coverage. What a catch from Amari Nyblack.
Ooh.
What an unbelievable catch.
That is something that there's going to be more of this year, as we have noticed just by playing each other ever since the game came out and in other leagues. Yeah, the 50-50 jump balls, well, that really wasn't even a 50-50, but the receivers make a lot more catches this year. So you're able to be a little more aggressive and take some shots that you weren't going to be able to in the last game.
Absolutely. As we see 1st and 10, Moss gets stuffed and loses a yard. Andrew Simpson was the first one in there. Yeah. 2nd down and 11 now.
And I'm sure that is going to make the crowd of CFB as the least talented game very happy to see plays like that. But, you know, sometimes you have good plays in real life like that that you just can't explain. But definitely need to look at updating that sooner rather than later if you're EA Sports.
Yep. 2nd down and 11. RPO to Nyblack. Oh, and he dropped it. He could have been a pick right there, but it wasn't. 3rd down and 11 now.
Probably should have been a pick. Linebacker just didn't get his hands up in time, but he does a nice job to get the ball out of Nyblack's hands there and force another 3rd and long.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on
3rd and 11. Marcel Reed, bunch quads on the right.
From the gun, wants to pass.
4-man rush. Reed over the middle, caught. Terry Bussey busting his way inside the 15.
Yeah, he actually picked up an injury on that play, but good job. UNC in man coverage, that's always going to be tough. I think if you're in man coverage, if you're the Tar Heels, you got to send some kind of pressure and force this quarterback to make an uncomfortable decision. As this is interesting.
This is Wildcat.
Ooh.
Up the middle. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I mean, I guess
I believe that was a Wildcat play.
That's
is that
not
I don't know if it's
traditional
a second
Wildcat,
string
really.
running
That's
back
more
or
of
a quarterback.
That's more just one of those gadget plays where you line up just as weird as possible. Yeah, that was a quarterback.
No, that was a second string quarterback.
So
Jacob
yeah,
Zeno.
That will not go against his 5 Wildcat plays. It's just a gadget play there. Just a weird formation, and A&M with his extra points going to top the ball game.
Yep, and we are officially tied here in Chapel Hill. Nice start for the Aggies.
Yeah, now
don't let Sauce see that play.
Oh boy, already throwing shots at Sauce. Yeah, just that's a play that Brink, I'm sure, has studied. You know, he loves him a good good playbook controversy. We do know that, so I'm sure that that's been in the cards for a while. Kind of weird that they chose to run that out with a pocket passing QB, not really known for his speed, but I guess it worked.
1st and 10. Lopez will start with the quick check down to Goss. Goss juking his way, gets it to the 48-yard line, and Gio Lopez now has over 100 yards passing, and he's 8 for 9.
Yeah, UNC starting right where they left off on offense, just kind of nickeling and diming their way down the field. You know, take a 5-yard completion, turn it into a 20-yard gain. A&M's got to find up an answer for that. Maybe try some cover 2, get your guys closer to the line of scrimmage, and make Lopez air this ball out.
1st and 10. Get off. And he is not going to go anywhere. Only gains about a yard. Benjamin Hall was the one with that carry.
Yeah, Williams has got to be thinking about the 2-minute warning, as I think he's going to let it run.
He will be running it to the 2-minute.
Okay. So I have been informed by another admin that is considered Wildcat, so that will go against one of his 5 Wildcat plays. I mean, technically no, but I mean, I guess it counts as a gadget thing, but so that will count against it, as we are joined by another SEC
Mason
coach.
Pope.
Yeah.
As Lopez comes empty set here at the UNC 49-yard line. Lopez for the middle. It's caught. Kobe Paysor gets another 1st down into Texas A&M territory.
Is this the battle of the 700 credit scores? Is that what this is going to be called?
This is the Unk Bowl.
The Unk Bowl,
Even
yes,
more
it
fitting
is.
that this is being held at on the Unk campus, UNC, if you will.
The kids are asleep. Yeah, the Unk Bowl. 1st and 10, 5-man rush. Lopez quickly gets it off to his tight end, and he gets it down inside the 25-yard line. That is a gain of 15 yards right there.
Yeah, not a lot of coverage there inside 10 yards. Just allows the tight end to get wide open.
As we see, they come out. I believe this is the pistol formation. Hands it to Hall. And he's going to get a yard. No, this isn't gun. I don't know why I said.
What's the closest guy to the football, man?
Well,
those defensive tackles and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
All right, 2nd down and 9 for the Tar Heels.
When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Lopez back to throw. Tries to throw it quickly to the receiver, but he only gets 2 yards. The clock is now under a minute to play in the 1st half.
Yeah,
And
if you're Texas A&M, I would think
we'll
about
have
calling
electric
timeout.
days with our halftime report here once this half is over.
Well, you know, sometimes, you know, both these guys said they had the commentators muted before the game, but I guess not. Wow.
3rd down and 7. Lopez, 3-man rush. He might have all day, and there is a flag down. It is intercepted by the Aggies. And a costly mistake there. A really costly mistake that ends a drive that started well behind midfield. And
Yeah.
A&M has a chance to score before halftime.
If you're Lopez, you got to lead that ball a little more towards the sideline there. Just puts it right in number 9's breadbasket. Now, it's an impressive snag by the defensive lineman to give him all the credit that he deserves. We're going one-on-one.
Reed one-on-one and tried to look for Bussy, but Thaddeus Dixon, the senior cornerback, was
For
all
who?
over him.
You said looking
I
for
know.
who?
His name sounds weird. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't. What were you trying to say?
I said Bussy.
Oh, God.
Mr. Bussy. Love some Bussy. in the
I'm sure
chat.
KU loves some Bussy.
Put some Bussy
Second
in the
down and
chat.
10.
Hashtag Bussy in the
Marcel
chat.
Reed over the middle.
Ooh.
Mario Craver catches it.
Another
Threads the
dangerous
needle.
throw.
And they can't stop the clock. The offense calls
The
time.
As we get
Mississippi
another
State
first down.
transfer, rather frustratingly for me, making plays out here early for the Aggies.
You guys have Anthony Evans. You'll be all right.
You're right, we'll be all right. First and 10, fresh set of downs.
First and 10 here.
To the air, it's Reed.
Reed back to pass. Still backing up. Throws a high ball to Mario Craver, and he comes down with it. What a grab from the Mississippi State transfer, and they're going to go quick here.
They're feeding the kid. That's the explosion that you know Craver has. Well, I know Craver has, rather. Let's see what UNC
They are
can do
pressing
here.
the wide receivers here. First and 10. And he throws an interception right back. That is Simpson. One man to beat Marcel Reed, and he will catch him at the 33-yard line. North Carolina gets the ball right back, and they have a chance to score some points before the half is over. What a play from the North Carolina defense. It's reading the quarterback's eyes.
I would like to say that that was called. So someone just jinxed poor Brink on that play.
Lopez, first down and 10. He's
Oh,
going
my
for the
goodness.
end zone. Double coverage. And it is broken up.
Got a hand on that one. You thought maybe that was going to be one of those bad
It looks like he's just taking chances.
animations.
Just taking shots to get to the end zone.
Yeah, if I'm UNC, I'm going to play a little more cautious here. I'm just trying to get a good look at a field goal before I think about a shot at the end zone.
Oh, and he throws another interception. He's going to lateral the ball. Oh, my goodness. North Carolina's going to score.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
He tried to lateral the football, and he just gave North Carolina a free touchdown.
I don't know
Unbelievable.
I would like to think that safety is not getting back on the team bus after this one. I mean, maybe he just thought he had a guy behind him trying to make too much
either that
happen.
or he accidentally clicked L1. But man, that is a
my
costly mistake.
goodness.
Just a bad decision. 6 seconds left before halftime.
He'll call for the fair catch here.
You know, these onks, not the best with technology. Just
I've never seen that ever happen on a live stream.
I don't know. We've got a real doozy here for the first one of the year, as it has just been a turnover fest since about the middle of the second quarter.
And we're going to see what Brink can do here. 6 seconds left. Reed hit as he throws, incomplete. 2 seconds left. So you might as well just throw up the Hail Mary. Just take it to halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's even worth it to try to throw up a Hail Mary. Your quarterback doesn't have the arm from back here. Seems like a pick six is much more likely than a touchdown from this point.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10.
We're just going to throw a screen to Moss. Moss is going to cut up, gets the first down, but that will do it for the end of the first half here. North Carolina surprisingly has a 14-7 lead after like 4 turnovers in like 1 minute. We're going to throw it over to Electric. Electric, what do you think needs to change in the second half for both teams?
For Texas A&M, don't press L1 again. We said to see Onk accidentally throwing the ball to the other team. He need to clean up on turnovers, open his QB vision. And I think for Carolina, just keep the ball in your hands. You run the ball, pass the ball every once in a while, and don't pass it in double coverage.
All right, well said. Thank you. So we open up the second half. Davion Gauze, the rusher, gets 7 yards. Make it 2nd and 3 now.
Yeah, well, if you're UNC, some points here would be huge for momentum-wise coming out of the locker room.
They line up in single back here. They're going to hand it to Gauze. Gauze is going to spin, but he does have a first down, and he actually gets injured on that play.
Along with the Aggie, he's down too. Because everybody's just abandoning
let's
ship.
see let's see if Carolina will have their second string running back out on the field.
They're not going to trust him.
Lopez, sideline shot, caught. Pretty dangerous, but he gets it to Kobe Paysour, who has 5 catches.
Yeah, he wanted Johnson in the scene there, but good job by Brink to shut that down with the linebacker.
Yep, so we have a 2nd down and 5 now for Carolina. Lopez, quick out to the tight end Johnson, and he will get 4.5 yards right there to make it 3rd down and inches.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
30 inches. Let's see what approach he goes with here.
I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And the Tar Heels come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short,
Lopez, blitz coming. Dumps it off to the running
makes a
back.
tackle.
Hall is a yard short, and you can go for this.
You can, but
Are
should
allowed
you?
to go for this. This is a pretty risky call if you do not get this. You're going to set up A&M in your territory. We'll see what Carolina draws up here.
Logistically, I think you should punt with how your defense is in this game. You know, it also looks genius if you get it.
One thing, he can stretch the ball over the line if he ever gets stopped. There is a button for people to stretch the ball over to get the first down.
There's a button to do that. That is true.
4th and 1. Quick out. Caught. Breaks a tackle, and he has a 1st down to the 47.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Safety was playing in man coverage, and he was way too far off the line.
And I believe they line up in the pistol formation. Gonna hand it off. Spinning air, but he does get 3.
The best play in history. Me leaving. Oh, gosh.
So we see 2nd down and 7 for North Carolina on the A&M 44-yard line. Lopez going deep. Double coverage, and it's broken up.
Seems like the cornerback kind of deflected the ball away from his teammate who was going for the pick.
Yep, as we get a 3rd down and 7.
Could not have played that ball better.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire.
3rd and 7. Blitz coming. Lopez in trouble. Is going to have to throw it away. And he barely does. And
Now,
will Carolina send out the punt team?
I think that he should. But
it looks like he might be going for this.
See, that's another thing with these 4th down rule sets on a 3rd and 7.
People are really going to abuse it.
If you can send, you might think, well, if I can send a blitz and get him in the backfield, then he'll have to punt it, you know? Seems like that was what
4th
Brink
and
was
7.
thinking.
Lopez will snap the ball over the middle. Broken up! And A&M's defense gets a huge stop. Cersei with the knockout.
Yeah, now you basically gifted A&M at least 25, 30 yards.
What a play from this defense. And they flipped the play, it looks like. Nyblack in motion. They're going to hand it off to Levy and Moss. Moss has a hole. Slips into the secondary, and he's going to get 8 yards.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so
we get a 2nd down and 2.
Massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this
Receiver in motion, going to hand it off to Moss, and he is going to get blown up in the backfield. It's gets tripped up. Makes it 3rd and 3 now.
I believe his name is Moss.
3rd and 3. Marcel Reed throws it to Amari Nyblack. Nyblack is still on his feet, still rumbling inside the 15. What a play from this tight end.
Amari Nyblack is inserting his name into the Heisman name just by this game alone. 4 catches, 95 yards. Impressive for the young man.
Marcel Reed, 1st and 10. Gonna throw a 50-50. He had a drag open, wide open.
Yeah,
but I guess he didn't see him.
Oh.
We get a 2nd down and 10 now.
A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Remember, Stadium Post is a lot harder, so Carolina might be able to get a stop here. And Craver catches it at the 11. Make it 3rd and 6.
Good job by Craver to adjust and come back and get that ball. Looks like that was supposed to be throwing more outside.
At least Craver caught the ball. 3rd and 6 for A&M.
Just keep slinging it.
Reed's gonna throw it over the middle. Nyblack catches it. 5 catches, 105 yards for the tight end.
Brink has a problem where if he has multiple options wide open, he'll throw it to the hardest one to get, but it works that time.
Quarterback sneak. Marcel Reed does not get it. Gets it to about the half-yard line.
People in the league have figured out how to stop QB sneak. I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more creative than that.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So
They still come out in the goal line set. And Carolina jumps off sides, so A&M will literally be an inch away from the end zone.
Yeah, that's a bad mistake.
Or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in.
All that beef in front. Mox fights his way through all that beef, and he gets into the end zone.
All that.
And A&M is a point away from tying the game.
Yeah, calling grown men beef. I'm not sure about that one, but the Aggies are an extra point away.
That was an angry run, though.
A play that definitely should not have worked. They had him in the backfield multiple times.
Yep, but nonetheless, the 21st ranked Aggies tie the game here with less than 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
If you're Carolina, do you play a little clock game here? Maybe turn on shoe clock. I don't know, but that's a risky game too, because if you turn on shoe clock and you end up not getting points, you've basically taken your last possession out of the game.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25.
1st and 10, Carolina. They're going to start with a quick drag to the tight end, and he works his way to the 42 for a gain of 17. And you see they still come out in, I believe, the I form. They're going to hand it off. It's 3. Make it 2nd down and 7 now from the 45.
Put your 4s up, everybody.
Yep. So here we go. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Carolina trying to start the year off with a win over a ranked opponent. 2nd and 7 now for Carolina.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
2nd and 7 for Carolina.
Back to pass on 2nd down.
Lopez, quick drag, caught
And a good job of coverage by that
to get to the 49, 3rd and 4.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
Lopez, quick ball. That was a high ball. Johnson catches it. It seems like Williams, I mean, as soon as somebody just gets open, he just instantly throws it. No fat finger, no nothing.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup.
Ooh, and he is blown up in the backfield.
Throws a strike,
gets the
All that beef got to him
That's such
this
a great
time.
physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time.
Lopez play action. Going deep, one-on-one. He comes down to make the catch. Kobe Paysor again. Inside the 20.
Yeah, DB's behind Paysor there. Lopez has a short ball, and DB can't get back around, and he's able to come down on that one.
Now Gio Lopez has over 200 yards passing.
Those are the frustrating ones to give up.
Lopez off play action. He will roll to his left, and he will throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Second and 10. A&M has 5 men along the line of scrimmage. Lopez, heat in his face, throws it. He caught it, but it was out of bounds. Does Carolina challenge this call?
No, I don't.
Well, let's look at it, though. If he doesn't select the play, yeah, he didn't catch it in bounds.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a nice catch, just got to get that feet down. Got to get that foot down. Third down 10. Man-to-man coverage across the board. Lopez, incomplete. Well covered right there. And the field goal unit will be coming out for the Tar Heels.
They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the...
This will be a 33-yard attempt from the right hash. Clean snap, and it is through, and Carolina has a 3-point lead over the 21st ranked team in the country.
I thought that was one that it looked like it wanted to ding off the upright there.
No, I thought he made that like throughout. I never thought he missed.
All right, well, A&M, see what you got.
Now the question is, will Texas A&M make this the last drive of the ball game?
That's the goal, but it depends on what they do. If they get a
I mean, this
50,
is a whole
60
4
yard
minutes he
bomb
can
right
just
here,
run through.
then probably not. But
they will start with an RPO but they will hand it off to Le'Veon Moss, and they're going to go quick here, which is an interesting call.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football.
And now the cornerbacks are pressing the wide receivers now. They will snap it. Whoa!
oh, wow.
He lateraled it, and they didn't call it a fumble. What was that?
Looks
Is he just
like,
accidentally clicking L1 or something?
did Brink
what is
like
going
throw his
on?
controller and smash his L1 button?
That's the second time that's happened. I don't know if he tried to do like a hard cut and accidentally clicked the button again or what.
Well, lucky that was called an incomplete pass. Nevertheless, bringing press coverage here.
Third down. They are pressing. And he throws an interception. And it's funny because he had 2 receivers that beat the corners, and he just still threw it right to the defender.
Yeah, try to get that ball to Craver again, and that time Caleb Koss was not going to let that happen again.
And with 3:50 left, Carolina, all they have to do is just run this clock, and they will get out of here with the statement win over the Aggies.
Task is
First and
easier
10,
said than
handoff
done.
to
Now
Hall.
that they're expecting you to run, it's going to be hard to get the yards that you need to ice this game unless you take some other method, and those are involved with certain risks.
They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Second down and 7. Lopez, quick slant. Caught. Gets 5 yards right there to make it 3rd and 2.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
5 wide set. Will Brink, understand, 3rd and 2. Quick out, gets it. 1st down, Carolina.
Yeah, he loves him a 5 wide set, and he reaches for extra yards there. I don't know if that was all that necessary. He already had the first, but thankfully for UNC fans, he held on to the ball.
Carolina might be Carolina is a 1st down away from ending this ball game. And they will get it down to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, here you go. This is your ball game if you're A&M. You got to get this stop.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10.
They line up in a bunch set right here. You see handoff, Hall loses a yard. Cassius Howell gets in there, and A&M will use their 1st timeout. Now, if you're Brink, will you be able to read the, like, if he passes, will you be able to read the quick shots? It's either the tight end or just the drag underneath.
Well, if I'm A&M's defensive coordinator, I'm telling my guys, we're blitzing, we're running some kind of cover 2, we're running a man, we're running underneath defense. If they take the deep shot and get it, they just beat us at this point.
2nd down 10, quick shot. Try to throw the halfback screen, gets blown up.
And remember, with the new 4th down rules, Williams has to get 3 yards to even consider going for it. To
151 on the play clock. A&M has 1 timeout, so if Carolina gets this 1st down, this game is most likely over. Lopez throws it to the running back, and he is short by 2 yards. And yeah, I think if you're Carolina, you got to go for this.
Yeah, I agree.
If Brink does not figure it out,
if you don't get it, then you still pin them pretty deep. You're looking at about
Just kick the field goal.
50, 60, 70 yards to get a field goal to tie.
1:45 left. 4th and 2. Got to get it. If you get it, the game is over. Does A&M press? 4th and 2. He caught the ball, and that's going to do it.
Wow, he hangs on through the contact. That is a young man who wants to win this ball game. A&M sends a blitz again, and it is the death of them.
And there you have it. North Carolina will start the year off 1-0. They get a win over the 21st ranked Aggies, 17-14 in Chapel Hill. Really nice statement win for the ACC even against the SEC. Really good win for the conference. We're going to go down to the field for post-game interviews here in a couple of moments. What a good game played. We're going to start with the winning coach here, Mr. Williams. You got a copy?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So how are you feeling? You took down a top 25 team to open up the year at home. I mean, what are your expectations for the rest of the year?
I mean, keep picking them off one at a time. I got to get used to playing with Carolina. It's actually my first game I've played with Carolina. So, got to get used to that and give her a gander.
All right. Your thoughts on the your defense? I mean, they played really well. You know, they got the stops they needed. You know, your offense, you were really torching him with those quick outs. I mean, are you going to change it up a little bit, or are you just going to stick to what's working for you?
I guess we'll see. I don't know. We'll see whatever the next opponent gives me. That's what we'll do. And really want to get the running game going. We're very effective running the football today, which is kind of my MO. And so I got to work on that. And give her hell next time.
All right. Well, congratulations on the win.
Yeah. With a big win like this, you set yourself up pretty nicely for conference play. Do you think that the strategy of just throwing quick shots is going to be your forte this season, or do you think in a more zone-heavy conference of the ACC, do you think you're going to have to try to change things up and try to air it out a little bit more deep with Lopez, who played well today?
Yeah, just whatever they give me, man. Next week I know it'll be a different ball game. I'm sure people will adjust and just take the first possession, see what they give you, and go from there.
All right, Electric, are you?
Yeah, I asked question, man. Let me look at your schedule real quick. Had a great game out there today. Sure, you are North Carolina. How do you feel about playing against Arkansas, and how you feel like you can match up against that team? Because you got them, LSU, and USC next. So, how you feel like you're gonna do throughout them three?
Just beat the SEC, man, and then we'll worry about Joker later.
Well said. Actually, I do have another question though. I mean, that was a nice win, but do you have that one game at a time mentality, or who are you really circling for the schedule in the ACC, especially?
Nah, one game at a time. When we did the last thing, I was at App State, so I got my ass kicked a lot. So this year, just new game, new team, better team. Just trying to take it one game at a time and give it dubs.
Well said.
All right, Brink left, so.
No, he's still in
Brink
here.
is
I
still
think
here.
his phone
Brink's still
left.
here. Oh, yeah.
All right, we're gonna go to the other coach. Brink, you got a copy?
Sure do.
All right. Well, that was a tough loss. The first thing I want to ask, I want to know what happened on that lateral.
We were playing defense, and we've touched a couple of buttons prior to and just as the ball was intercepted, so it was instantaneous. It was an interception, and then I was hitting L1. I wasn't trying to hit L1, but it wasn't like I wasn't trying to avoid it.
Okay.
Because that's a strip button, so I'm going in for a strip with the intention of trying to cause a turnover if he completes it. But since I caught the interception with a different player that was AI, it pitched it.
All right. Well, you have a really young quarterback, a scrambling quarterback. You have a
Yeah,
lot of nice
we didn't
pieces.
do
Your
a whole
tight
lot of
ends
that
play
today,
well.
and we made note of that in the locker room. Us as coaches kind of failed them by not putting that in the game plan. We kind of put ourselves in some bad situations. Turnovers were clearly an issue. We could have had 2 more touchdowns in that game had we just not turned the ball over. There's things to work on, and we're not down. It's a disappointing loss for sure, and Coach Williams had a great game here, so he shouldn't be without recognition. But we made our own mistake, shot ourselves in the foot, so we got to not do that so much in the future.
All right. Well, what are you gonna try to do better, especially now the SEC plays coming up? In a few weeks. What are you gonna look to do?
Well, we're going to improve the defense. We kind of got used to it halfway through the game, trying to do some things because this year's game is different, and you have to think of a lot of different things that are going on. And it was interesting, one of the announcers brought up, what if at the end of the game, if I'm trying to guard for the run, right? But if he passes, there's things that I'm trying to do on the defense that I think everybody's trying to do, where you're kind of guarding against both by doing separate moves with your secondary and linebackers and whatnot. So it's an interesting, chess format here. So if you start to figure it out, you're going to gain that advantage.
All right, well, that's all I got. Hail State?
Yeah, it seems like, to me at least, your defensive philosophy coming in the game was blitz heavy, a lot of cover zero. Do you think that maybe if you could go back and redo the game, you think you would try to call more conservative defense, maybe man up down the field? Because it seems like a lot of your little short gains that you gave up was just purely because you didn't have a man there because you were blitzing a lot. So do you think that would be an adjustment that you need to make going into next week?
Well, everybody plays different. Mr. Williams, I was expecting a lot more run plays today out of him because the last time we played, that's exactly how he played. I think he threw the ball 3 times that day. Clearly a different team, different Mr. Williams here this evening. So all credit to his game plan. It was just not what I expected. So yeah, there was some adjusting that went on through the game, and those quick throws they can get you, and they'll also cost you a turnover here or there. So it worked out for him more so than it did for me tonight, and we'll try to not put ourselves in that position too much going forward.
Yeah, you spoke. Well, actually, you didn't speak, but the schedule next week has you hosting Oregon, or actually maybe you
No,
go
I think
to
I'm away
Oregon.
again.
You go to Oregon, so there's no rest for the weary here. A lot of guys, including me, said that A&M needed this win badly to start the season off on the right foot. Now you kind of have to play from behind the 8 ball a little bit. Is there any concern with that? I know it's only one game, but if you go into Eugene next week and can't come away, you're sitting at 0-2. So is there any concern in the locker room?
Just about correcting our own mistakes. We'll take whatever the other team gives us. And as long as we can not turn the ball over, not put ourselves in bad situations, pressing the wrong button, hitting the wrong receiver, stuff like that, we'll be fine. It's just limiting the mistakes.
All right, Electric.
Yeah, man, I wanted to talk about the SEC, one of the harder conferences in the league, other than the Big 12 and ACC. Yeah, like, I think, like how they said, how do you feel about that, the schedule, and what do you think that you can do to limit the turnovers? And like I said in the halftime game, or in the halftime, about the QB vision and your QB needing to open up his eyes and look around the whole field to throw the ball.
Yeah, he's got to also learn when to take it and run with it. We had one of our touchdowns was our other quarterback coming in, and yeah, it was a wildcat formation. It was interesting hearing how you guys weren't going to count it, but I fully expected it to be counted. So once the ruling came across, I wasn't surprised. But yeah, we have some talent in the backfield, and I think maybe we felt like we needed to do things we weren't planning on doing, and maybe we put ourselves against the wall instead of letting North Carolina do it. We weren't down by a lot at one point ever. So it was, we might have played a little too, we should just kept to our game plan even when we were down 14-7. Even after that unfortunate incident, it was, played good defense in the second half. So once we continue to do that.
Okay,
So, is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to our first edition of HPL Game of the Week on College Football 26. North Carolina beats Texas A&M 17-14 in Week 0. I am DeJuan McMurray, alongside Hail State and Electric. Make sure you guys tune in for Miami and Florida. That's another Game of the Week. But until then, this is the HPL YouTube channel, and we are signing off.
Abandoned houses.
All right,
Abandoned houses.